Can't decide between a condo and a house for a vacation home? Well, stick around because we're going to talk about the pros and cons of that today. And also, if you find this information useful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, share this content, and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos. Hey everybody, Dave Gove with eXp Realty here in Truckee, California, and today we're talking about the pros and cons between a condo and a townhome and a single family home for vacation rental. Now make sure you watch till the end because I've got a special bonus for you. Okay, so condominiums, townhouses, and single family homes, right? Three totally different properties. Let's talk about some definitions of what those are first. So single family homes, pretty self-explanatory. It's just a house out there all by itself, usually in a neighborhood with other single-family homes, and the intent is that only one family is going to be occupying that home at a given time, hence the name single-family home. Condominiums and townhouses are multifamily properties. Those can be as small as like a duplex or up to a much larger community with several hundred units in them together. Now, what's the difference between a condo and a townhouse? Well, they're both multifamily property, and in multifamily property, you're sharing walls. Okay, so typically in a townhome, you're sharing a vertical wall, so you have a neighbor on the side, and typically in a condo, you're sharing a floor or a ceiling and sometimes neighbor on the sides. So definitely a couple little different nuances to what those are. So hopefully you can understand what the difference is between a condo and a townhouse. Okay, now why would you want to buy a condominium or a townhome or over a single family home? Well, there's a lot of different reasons, but mostly it starts with price. Okay, typically a condominium or a townhome is going to be at a lower price point than a single family home. And for example, here in Truckee, you can get into a townhome or a condominium still starting around $500,000-$600,000 and up. Whereas if you want to get into a single family home, you're probably going to be starting at $900,000 to $1 million just to get in that property. Now, one of the other things that's different about a lot of townhomes or multifamily properties is the location. Typically, the location of a multifamily property is centrally located in town or near some other amenities. Like for example, here over in Olympic Valley, next to the resort that used to be called Squaw, formerly known as Squaw Valley, now Palisades Tahoe, they've got condominiums right in the village. So if you're looking for that type of access where you're really close to the ski hill and all the amenities, you're right there, that may be a good reason to buy a condominium or a townhome. Other resort areas have them. North Star's got condos right up the village. A lot of the other ski resort areas have, condos and townhomes right at the village. Now, single family homes are usually going to be a little bit more spread out. So you're going to be more of a neighborhood, and that may not be as close to public transit or amenities such as shopping and dining and things of that nature. So benefits of owning a single family home: you don't have any neighbors on top of you. You don't hear other people, but the thing about that is that you have to be in charge of all of the maintenance for that house. So when you own a single family home, you've got to take care of all the upkeep. So painting on the outside, the roof, the gutters, the driveway, all of that stuff needs to be taken care of. And in a second home environment, if you're not there that much, that might be a bit of a burden. Whereas in a condo or a townhome, you actually just own the inside of the unit, and the homeowners association, for better or for worse, owns the outside. So it's up to them to take care of all of that exterior stuff. I, for example, currently live in a condominium community, and I like it during the winter. I don't have to shovel any snow. I don't have to deal with anything outside of my unit whatsoever. I just keep the inside maintained, and that's up to me. One of the benefits to living in a multifamily situation, again, since you only own the inside of the unit, you're only on the hook to insure the inside of the unit. So your homeowner's insurance is a heck of a lot cheaper, especially up here in fire country. A single family home, again, you've got to have that insurance for that whole property, and that is a hefty chunk of money. Now, on the flip side, we do have in a homeowners association, you are paying a monthly HOA dues, and that will include your insurance. But it's a bigger insurance policy, so it comes with a little bit of economy of scale. A downside to living in a multifamily community is oftentimes there are a lot of short-term renters. So the short-term rental situation can be a little bit frustrating because people kind of come up on the weekends and they treat it like a hotel. So a lot of loud music, they're not really too community invested in the community and making sure that they're, being good neighbors and stewards of the community and the environment. All right, I mentioned a bonus earlier, and so you guys can go ahead and download right here. There's a link below where you can download my buyer's tips guide. It's a PDF with all kinds of great ideas on how to get you guys pointed in the right direction for buying second homes, properties up here in North Lake Tahoe and Truckee. All right, so if you have any questions about the difference between single family and multifamily properties, or want to know more about where these communities are located or what some opportunities available are, go ahead and you can reach out and you can give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, or even leave a question in the comments below and I will get back to you. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully this was helpful and you understand some of the pros and cons to single family and multifamily properties in North Lake Tahoe and Truckee. And if you have any questions, please call, text, email, or leave a comment in the questions below and I'll get back to you, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.